I want to end with an invitation to Christmas. We were able to get a postcard out this week. I'm grateful for Amy and for those who were able to get those out, printed and out for us. One of the things that the gospel teaches us is we kind of get set in our patterns and get set in our ways. And so what I want us to do is to not say, oh, how do I make sense of this invitation, this postcard, and say, well, we usually do a 5:30 and we usually do a 10 o'clock. And so one's the 5:30 and one's the 10 o'clock. That's not exactly what we're asking folks to think about. Last year, as you know, we had a very successful tots and toddlers service at 4 p.m. Many people like to come to church at 4 o'clock. They prefer to have their Christmas Eve early so that they can then begin to settle down the kids, eat, and then do their family customs. We then have the tradition of the 5:30, and this year we will be having a 5:30, but it will not be like the 5:30 of the years past. We simply do not have the opportunity to have that level of music and accompaniment. Now, there are some folks like me, a bit old-fashioned, that when I experience Christmas Eve, I like to experience it live, as it's happening. I don't particularly care for pre-recorded. So for those who like the live and like a simple service, the 5:30 will be streamed in the same way that this is being streamed. You simply get on Facebook, and at 5:30, I and Esther and a lector will be here in this space. We are offering a pre-recorded video that I would prefer us not to think of as the late night service, but a service that is going to entail elements of our usual 5:30 and 10 o'clock. But because there are people who like to show up and experience church at 4 o'clock, we will release that video, not on Facebook, but on our website and on our YouTube channel at 4 o'clock. And you can watch it at 4 o'clock on December 24th, or 5 o'clock, or 6 o'clock, or 7 o'clock, or 8 o'clock, or 9 o'clock, or 10 o'clock, or 11 o'clock, or midnight. Or you can watch it on December 25th. This service, because it's pre-recorded, allows us to use technology in a profound way. We can have various readers. We can have various music. We can have the bell choir. We can have a whole accompaniment so that it appears, and it is an appearance, to be a service that feels a little bit more like the 5:30 and the 10 o'clock. So that's what the postcard says. Now you might be sitting there saying, that doesn't clarify anything for me. So this is the best I can do for you. If you want to have an experience like we've been having since we started, which is a live stream service, so that when I ring the bell here, that bell is ringing throughout Foxborough because it's live, join us at 5:30. It's going to be a simple service. It's going to be 3 folks. Actually, it'll be 4 folks because I believe Deacon Virgilio is coming. If you want to have a service that's more in line with the previous services, we're going to have a pre-recorded service that will be available at 4 o'clock. That just simply means if you went looking for it on December 23rd, it's not done. And guess why? Because we haven't recorded all of it. December 23rd, Esther and I have to be here at 8 o'clock recording it. And then Esther and Eric and whoever else has kind of put it together. So at 4 o'clock, it will be available. Just like The Crown is available on Netflix. And you can go and click it when you desire it. So that's the best way I have to tell you how it's going to work. Couple of things, and then I'll stop. Please invite folks who do not have a church community to join us. It's a good opportunity to evangelize and to welcome people in. Second thing is, if you go to the pre-recorded service, as I imagine a lot of folks will, because it will have a lot of diversity in terms of bell choir, adult choir, lectors. If you could like the YouTube page of St. Mark's, that would be extraordinarily helpful for us. Because the more likes we get on that YouTube channel, the more it gets published. And then the third thing is, we'd encourage you to post this on your own Facebook. We have noticed more and more people dropping into church. And as you know, we almost had 1,000 people at St. Mark's in the 3 services last year. And from that came many families who attended our church and many baptisms. So we encourage you to be part of our efforts to evangelize and to raise up St. Mark's as an inclusive and welcoming community. And those are my instructions. If there are any other areas of confusion, just reach out to us and we'll get stuff done. So we look forward to this week. It's going to be a little bit insane. We're going to decorate the church on Tuesday. We're going to pre-record our pieces on Wednesday. We're going to put that video together and get everything ready for Thursday. And then we have a little bit of rest. And then we're going to start back up on Sunday with our first celebration of Christmas on Sunday at 10 o'clock. So please breathe and take time this week to let go of Advent and to embrace Christmas. And I hope that even though it's a time of struggle and change, and it's unique and hard and challenging, that somewhere in it is a joy to encounter Christ in a new way, for God to do the impossible in the ordinary. Amen.